This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, we are learning more about a recent arrest made in a 5-year-old arson cold case. 34-year-old Kurt Searles of Phillip was arrested July 1st, 5 years after a reported structure fire at the Falls General Store, which was previously located at 176 Croswell Road in Farmington. Searles is charged with arson and conspiracy to commit arson. Lieutenant Troy Gardner says the suspect had prior connections to the store.
And then we were able to obtain some new information recently, which allowed us to make an arrest. Yeah, I believe he had a family member who was, I may have owned or was connected to the building somehow.
Anyone with information about the fire is asked to contact the State Fire Marshal's office. That number, 207-624-7076. Lieutenant Gardner said they made 63 arson-related arrests last year alone. A man from New Jersey was sentenced in U.S. District Court in Bangor today to roughly 3.5 years in prison for an alcohol-related crash that killed 3 people. 30-year-old Praneeth Manubolo was sentenced to 41 months in prison and 3 years of supervised release on 3 counts of manslaughter, 2 counts of operating under the influence, and 1 count of unsafe operation of a motor vehicle. All that according to the U.S. attorney. They say he was living in New Jersey on a student visa at the time. Manubolo pleaded guilty on January 31st, 2022. The DOJ says, according to court records, in the early morning hours of August 31st of 2019, Manubolo was the driver in a crash on the Park Loop Road in Acadia National Park that injured him and killed his 3 passengers. The investigation revealed that Manubolo had been drinking earlier in the evening and had a blood alcohol content of 0.95%, approximately 90 minutes after the crash. Now, the legal limit is 0.08%. The investigation also revealed that Manubolo's car was traveling 76 miles per hour, roughly 3 seconds before impact. The speed limit on that section of Park Loop Road where the crash occurred was 25 miles an hour. The 4th annual Disabilities Pride event is back after a 3-year hiatus. As our AJ Douglas shows us, advocates want equal rights for the disabled community.
We're here to celebrate each other. Today is all about each and every one of our unique abilities, and really to just appreciate disability as part of human diversity.
Disability Rights Maine is a protection and advocacy group that works to enforce and advance equal rights for disabled persons across the state of Maine. Organizer Katrina Ringrose talks about the false narrative individuals with physical or intellectual challenges encounter all too often.
Because we know that stigma is alive and well in our state and across our country, and we know that the only way to fight back against that is to be visible and to stand tall and to be proud.
Disability Pride connected disabled community members with allies to help them navigate through barriers and prevent discrimination.
I could not access my community services, and I could also not access, in-home support services.
The event hosted numerous guest speakers who work as advocates in the community. Each expressed common goals of unity and self-acceptance.
I don't want to see any other kids go through what I went through with my Tourette's syndrome in particular when I was a kid. I also want to be a voice for those in my community.
We're going to make a way for another. We're going to accommodate each other.
Organizers plan to continue to lead by example here in Maine in hopes that Disability Pride celebrations will expand on a national level. In Augusta, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
In other news tonight, Mount Desert Island officially opened its new Nahe and Estacio MRI wing. Matthew Juronsik was there to witness that moment.
This afternoon, the town of Bar Harbor celebrated the ribbon cutting for its state-of-the-art MRI wing after raising more than $40,000. For MDI Hospital President Christina McGuire, this moment is a long time coming.
It is something that we have just had a vision for 10 years. And to be able to deliver on a promise to this community is just so impactful.
The name of the building is named after two of the staff's most beloved colleagues, Lani Nahi and Lubzi Estacio, who passed away last year to glioblastoma. Along with the ceremony, participants had the opportunity to tour the new facility and state-of-the-art technology it has to offer. The innovative building will not only help cater to the Bar Harbor community, but also surrounding areas, since Portland and Bangor are the only cities that have similar technology. The addition of the MRI wing already seems to be paying dividends.
When we first started the project, we thought, okay, maybe we'll get like 10% or more. We're over 30% up from where we were. Where are people coming from as far as Bangor? We're getting referrals out there, Blue Hill, Ellsworth.
The new MRI wing also features the most modern and soundproof technology, faster scanning times, and MRI machines that are better for the environment. That is not the only thing that makes this machine unique.
From a patient perspective, you're coming in, you're selecting what music you want. Certainly other people have done that. The colors of the room changing with what's going on there, the ambient experience that came with from Philips. You're inside there if you want to go with the Dolphins. That's great. We'll put the headset on, you can watch the Dolphins, you can hear them.
As McGuire states, it was a community effort to bring this plan to life.
The support of this community was key to be able to bring this essential and vital unit to MDI, but also to this region. There is nothing like it in this area.
Reporting from Bar Harbor, Matthew Juronsik, ABC 7, Fox 22.
A local church teamed up with the Red Cross today to host a blood drive. The Herman Baptist Church held their first blood drive after a year-and-a-half hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Senior Pastor Scott Taylor encourages anyone who is eligible to consider donating blood in their area.
Please go to your local place where there's a blood drive and the donation center, and please give, because there's the dire need constantly for blood.
Taylor says Herman Baptist Church wants to show that it cares about the community and the needs of the people. Alrighty, folks, well, it's about that time. Let's hit pause here, turn things over, and take a first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth. And our first weather is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. So not the nicest day out there today. I know we've been spoiled with those warm, sunny conditions the last several days. Today, a different story out there as we have some on and off showers and even a couple of thunderstorms out there. So still hold together as that rain continues out there. At least those temperatures are on the warmer end, some 70s and 80s across the state as we hit an 83-degree reading today here in Bangor. So nice, warm, and above average temperatures with the winds pretty much on the breezy end out there here in Bangor. Same thing closer to the coast by Bar Harbor with a wind close to 18 miles per hour. So it is a little bit windy out there with that rain falling, but tonight will clear up with temperatures dropping in the 50s. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, one of Maine's largest mental health care providers will be closing 2 of their group homes by the end of the year. And it's National Cell Phone Courtesy Month, where people are being encouraged to be more aware of how they use their phones. All those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in the state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off. Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op is a small group of independent Maine fishermen who want to make sure you get the freshest lobsters we can provide. To do that, we sell direct to the public to avoid long storage times and inflated prices. For the best quality, texture, and taste, our live lobsters have to have ideal conditions from the time we catch them to when they arrive at your table. Please browse our website for fantastic deals on real, fresh Maine lobster and other seafood. Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op, from our boats to your door.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Now to the latest on abortion rights in America. President Biden signing an executive order this afternoon in an effort to protect women's reproductive rights. Anti-abortion rights activists calling the executive order tragic, while abortion rights advocates are calling for more action to restore access to abortion care for women across the country. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
President Biden taking pen to paper Friday, signing an executive order, which he hopes will protect women's reproductive rights in America.
While I wish it had not come to this, this is the fastest route available.
The order, which comes 2 weeks after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, enforces existing access to abortion medication and emergency contraception, protects patient privacy, and ensures pregnant women in need of emergency care can get it.
We cannot allow an out-of-control Supreme Court working in conjunction with extremist elements of the Republican Party to take away freedoms and our personal autonomy. What we're witnessing wasn't a constitutional judgment. It was an exercise in raw political power.
The president also strongly urging Americans to vote, saying 2 more pro-choice senators and a pro-choice House are needed to codify Roe as federal law.
Your vote can make that a reality.
At least 14 states have seized nearly all abortion services, including Mississippi, where a trigger ban is now in effect.
They are defeated. Put your foot on their neck.
A scuffle taking place in Jackson as an abortion clinic there shut down.
Abortion is going to continue. What happened is they took away safe medical regulated practice.
12 more states expected to severely restrict abortion access. Some Democrats and abortion rights advocacy groups say this executive order is too little too late. Anti-abortion rights organizations outraged. The March for Life president saying in part, our nation today faces significant challenges. Not enough abortion is not one of them.
We're murdering children. That's what it is. It's not pro-choice, it's pro-murder.
The order does fall short of what abortion rights advocates have been calling for, including declaring a national health emergency, but the president says he has limited options without congressional support. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
One of Maine's largest mental health care providers will be closing their group homes in Bangor and Belfast by the end of the year. Our Sierra Jordan explains.
What about our clients, right? And what about our employees? What's going to happen for them? That's where our minds are.
Those are some questions folks are asking after one of Maine's largest mental health providers announced a permanent closure of their group homes for adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities in Bangor and Belfast.
This is really a heartbreaking decision for us as an organization, and a decision that we did not want to make and end up in this spot.
Sweetser is known to serve nearly 30,000 children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities across the state. Of those, Bangor and Belfast have a total of 45 clients and 140 staff members. Kamiri says due to staffing shortages, Bangor and Belfast clients will have to find a new provider.
We've been really short-staffed for a long period of time, and that makes it hard. Our staff have worked so hard and tirelessly with our clients. They really care about them and are spending lots and lots of time being with them, even more so because we have those shortages. So the staff that we do have are here a lot.
Martin says the HR team is partnering with outside agencies along with the Department of Health and Human Services to determine transitional housing for clients.
The adults get to choose what their next step looks like. So we'll be working with them and their families to identify those options and to work through their preferences.
Adult Developmental Services is expected to cease operations in Bangor and Belfast by the end of the year. In Bangor, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Well, it is National Cell Phone Courtesy Month. This month, folks are encouraged to be aware of just how they are using their cell phones and be extra vigilant in order to avoid disturbing others when using them in public.
You know, having awareness, kind of the 10-foot rule. So if you're in a surrounding, try to have that space so you're not over talking or making, a noise or having backfeed into your call. Having headphones that are wireless that allow you to stay connected on the call, but also not interrupt people around you.
Folks are encouraged to visit U.S. cellular stores in the area if they have any questions on how to use their phones more efficiently. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the Maine Conservation Voters held a special online seminar today with one of Maine's leading bird experts. And in sports, one former Black Bear captain has extended her playing career, signing a contract to compete overseas. That story right after the break.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
At Hood, our love for New England inspired New England Creamery. We make it with premium Hood milk and cream, then we overload it with the good stuff. Like Green Mountain Mint chip with a rich fudgy swirl, Maine Sweet Blueberry with real delicious blueberries, and Cape Cod Fudge Shop, packed with fudgy truffles. Hood's New England Creamery, from Hood, for New England. Try all 13 flavors.
Got a special event coming up? Want to look unique? Check out these cowboy hats at Gas Water Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've got your Western boot, whether it be men's, ladies, children's boots, work boots, casual boots, show boots, just having fun boots. We've got your Western boots. Complete your look with a Western shirt, belt, and a buckle that is as unique as the American West. Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again. There's absolutely no fee unless we win money for you.
I called the twos when I was hit by a speeding driver. Lowry and Associates started working for me for no money up front. I never paid a penny out of pocket, and they settled my case for over $165,000.
I'm Jim with Lowry and Associates. Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in. Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with some basketball today. In her final game as a Black Bear, Maeve Carroll scored her 1,000th point in a WNIT loss to Boston College. But even after 5 years of playing in Orono, that itch to compete has remained and led her to an opportunity overseas. Dave Peck has more.
I'm at a place right now where I love playing and I want to be around it as much as I can, as much as I'm able to, and as long as I still love the game.
Never mind a 4-year college career, because for former Maine Black Bear Maeve Carroll, even 5 seasons of basketball wasn't enough to satisfy her passion for the sport.
I kind of went into this 5th year thinking, like, as long as I'm healthy and able to play, like, I would want nothing more than to go play overseas and to continue playing basketball for as long as I can.
This week, the 1,000-point scorer secured at least one more season on the court, inking a deal to play pro ball with Hieros Diaz Extremadura Miraval in Spain.
I was always someone who wanted to do the study abroad program, but being a Division I athlete, you can't necessarily do that. So it's funny, my mom kind of refers to this as this is my study abroad program.
But don't get it confused. While the thrill of a new culture is certainly a draw,
I'm excited for the food.
Carroll said her priority remains on where she's always felt most comfortable.
I think there's so much more to my potential. And I really do feel like it comes down to just love for the game and wanting to be around it and involved.
Come September, Carroll will lace it up in an entirely new environment, but knows that what she learned in Orono, specifically this past season, will prove valuable in any locker room.
Going to Spain, knowing, I have to believe in myself and believe in the team and the culture and what the girls and the coaches are saying. And I think that's something I can bring forward with me with any team, anywhere I go, and in terms of basketball, anything that I do.
Reporting from Bangor, Dave Peck, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Dave. It was a blast covering Maine women's basketball this year and Maeve in her final season as a Black Bear. We're going to stay on the subject of Maine basketball in Spain. Specifically Spain, the FIBA World Cup continued today with Cooper Flagg and Team USA taking on Serbia with a trip to the semifinals on the line. And this may have been Cooper's best game in a USA uniform so far. Flagg coming off a near double-double in the round of 16, looking to keep it up in the quarterfinals. First quarter, good defense forces a bad pass, and he is right there. Runs the floor, throws the lob to Carter Knox, who lays it in. Then in the second, he'd get going on offense, dribble drive, and just misses the layup, but follows his shot and tips it in. Second half now, showing his stuff on defense with a block to end the third quarter, and then kicks off the fourth quarter with another rejection, and he is pumped after that one, and that is when he would start eating. Active hands here leads to the tomahawk jam on offense, and then a couple of plays later in the fourth, right place at the right time off the tip, another dunk, this time one-handed, and then finally on the break, perfect pass on the lob, he catches it and slams it home. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks for Coop as USA goes on to win 106-80. All right, some hockey news now. NHL draft last night, and the Bruins were very active despite not having a first-round pick this year. They made 6 picks last night, starting in the late second round, drafting this guy right here. Center Matthew Poitras from the Ontario Hockey League, a position they definitely needed. He's an 18-year-old who put up some numbers in his first official OHL season, 21 goals and 29 assists in 50 games. That's 50 points right there, and he probably won't play next year for the Bruins, but given that Patrice Bergeron is 36, it's probably good to have some center prospects deep in that organization. All righty, that's all we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you, Tyler. And our main weather today is brought to you by Varney Ford in Newport. That gives 1 full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks, the nice car and truck people. The weather is not so nice out there today, as we do have some rain showers and a couple of thunderstorms out there, actually. This is more on the scattered end, not a massive low-pressure system bringing downpours of rain showers out there, as most of this is pretty much dissipating and out of our area. Just a little bit more still lingering in the area, and same thing across the state. But that will not be lingering here long, as it moves out tonight pretty much early on in the overnight hours. And then we clear up overnight. By the morning hours tomorrow, we're looking nice and sunny out there, and that sun will be sticking around for a good amount of time. The next couple of days look really good out there. But first, we need to deal with that rain out there. Today, not much more of rainfall, maybe anywhere close to 0.14 inches of rain by Bangor, so maybe closer to a quarter of an inch by Princeton. So not a big rainmaker at that, just a little bit more left that the clouds have to squeeze out. But other than that, we'll look pretty good out there for the weekend as our meter check calls for a comfortable weekend out there. Look at Saturday and Sunday. We're really feeling comfortable out there. And then for the beginning of the week, Monday, especially into Tuesday and Wednesday, once again, it'll be more on the humid end. At least we'll enjoy the weekend out there this time around. The wind, on the other hand, is a little bit breezy here in Bangor, as we do have a 13-mile-an-hour wind once again blowing from the south. Bar Harbor, a little bit stronger wind falls out there. The wind speeds are closer to 18 miles per hour there, so a little breezy conditions across the state, but temperatures are looking nice out there. Some 80s, yeah, some above average temperatures here in Bangor today. 80 degrees in Waterville, 84 in Augusta, and look a little cooler, of course, by the coast by Rockland and by Bar Harbor in the low to mid 70s out there, but still 70s are looking nice and crisp out there as the rest of the week. And then look at next week, back into the 80s, even close to the mid 80s out there. So nice and good weather out there upcoming for the next 7 days. But tonight we'll be dropping back down into the low to mid 50s out there with some rain chances and thunderstorms early on in the overnight hours. And then we clear up by the morning hours. Tomorrow, a beautiful day out there as we hover close to 80 degrees and sunny skies. And our extended outlook does show 80s back by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and same thing on Wednesday with some more chances of rain arriving by the afternoon hours on Tuesday. Beth?
All righty, Conrad, thanks so much. And there is still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Finding my way forward with node-positive breast cancer felt overwhelming at times. But I never just found my way. I made it. So when I finished active therapy, I kept moving forward and did everything I could to protect myself from recurrence.
Verzenio is the first treatment in over 15 years to reduce the risk of recurrence for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, node-positive, early breast cancer with a high chance of returning, as determined by your doctor when added to hormone therapy. Hormone therapy works outside the cell, while Verzenio works inside to help stop the growth of cancer cells. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
I'm making my way forward, my way, with Verzenio.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
For over 25 years, Maine Collision Center has been your main source for collision repair. Take a look at the following and you'll see why Maine Collision Center brings their team of collision repair specialists to guarantee the right person for the right repair job every time. The result? Vehicles restored to their beauty and dependability without the waits and hassles. Owner John Stevens invites you to see his spacious new facility on Target Industrial Circle and see why Maine Collision Center should be your choice for collision repair.
Tonight, the assassination of Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, one of that nation's most powerful and transformative figures, and an ally to the U.S. World leaders paid tribute and mourned the global leader. Tonight on World News Tonight with David.
The Maine conservation voters held a special online seminar today with one of Maine's leading bird experts. Nick Lund, who serves as advocacy and outreach manager for Maine Audubon, discussed Maine's diverse range of bird species. Lund educated viewers on some of the state's more rare birds, as well as the environments they live in.
You know, one of the resulting factors from climate change is that there is less ice on the Northwest Passage. And so it's easier for birds now that traditionally live in either the Pacific or the Atlantic to switch oceans, to move through. And we're seeing that in the birding world. That's the bird's breeding plumage. Very often, resident birds, they don't have any black.
Guide to the birds of Maine. You can go to nicholaslund.com to get a load of that. Very interesting stuff there. We certainly do love our wildlife and all of our natural resources here in the state of Maine. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC 7 News. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. Come back and join us at 11. Good night, everybody.